I think we should ban middle-class people from ever speaking on issues that impact poor Black South Africans because they will always come from a privileged perspective. When it comes to the xenophobia conversation, this conversation lacks a lot of nuance. It also seeks to paint all Black South Africans as irrational and violent people. That's why a lot of the time when people come and visit South Africa, they're like, oh, I thought they were gonna attack me because I'm not from here. And the question still remains, if South Africa was as hostile as a country as the media and other people are saying it is, mind you, people that don't even live here or have never stepped foot here, why is it that we have the highest population of immigrants in Africa? Secondly, the idea that poor Black South Africans should stop complaining about issues that plague them on a daily basis and rather focus on securing the land or some grand ideology that may or may not come true within their lifetime is also ridiculous. Because if Mina, I live in Katlehong, or I live in Kwatema, or I live in Soweto, and I'm trying to make a living for myself by running a spaza shop, and the people that you call my brothers and sisters are harming me and threatening to take my life because I'm running a business within my township, which is my right, are you telling me that it's so absurd that I would develop animosity towards these people that have come from a different country into mine to make my life harder? Don't get me started on the fact that these paza shops are said to be raising funds for certain dangerous groups. They are also selling poisonous food to the Black population in South African townships. It's easy for you who grew up in a gated community or in a nice complex in the suburbs, who went to a nice school, who doesn't have to wake up at 4 a.m. in the morning and walk in the dark. It's easy for you to say, stop being hateful. But do you live in a mining town where there are zamazamas? Do you live in a mining town where you are being terrorized on a daily basis? Is your home being hijacked? And sure, you might say, why don't they hold the government accountable? And I'll say, have you been living in South Africa for the past 30 years? If you as a middle-class Black person can't even get your grievances through to the government, what more a poor Black South African who has nothing? If I feel like outsiders are making my home a hostile environment to live in, the natural reaction is to retaliate. That's why these takes of, oh, Black South Africans need to focus on Abelungu instead. The average Black South African doesn't live around Abelungu. You're saying this from your gated community with your high walls and your unlimited Wi-Fi. If anyone should be fighting supremacy the most, it should be you. You who is privileged. You who has the access. In the meantime, before you talk, Hambo hlale kasi, go live in the hood for 5 years. Please go live in a mining town for 5 years. And before you lot deliberately misinterpret me, I know that South Africans also engage in crime. This is not a wow. We know. We all have that para cousin, Opeminyaope. We all know that one dude in the hood that got rich from stealing cars. But that is not the conversation. Stop being condescending. Stop ignoring people's daily realities. Y'all are the same people that come online talking about, oh, why didn't the EFF gain more votes? Do you even speak to the average Black South African? Do you? Do you sit down and understand what they deal with on a daily basis? Or are you just shielded by privilege?